Officer down. Officer down. Code 3. Code 3.
John, let me warn you. It's bad. Real bad. It's Hickman.
Hickman? Bob Hickman?
He's been badly mutilated, John. Tortured, really.
My God, Sam. Has Bob's wife, Catherine, been informed?
When the call came in, I was told Hickman's captain was headed to their house. They have a little girl, don't they?
Yeah, Valerie. Her name is Valerie.
Look, John, I know you and Bob went back a long way.
A long way? Hell, Sam, Bob and I went through the academy together. We shared a ride for 5 years. I'm that little girl's godfather. Sam, Bob was my best friend. Yeah, you could say we went back a long way.
I'm sorry, John,
Yeah, I'm sorry too. Sorry the city is so full of dirtbags, creeps, and losers. Bob was a great guy, Sam. A great cop. Who the hell would do this to him? What the hell was he doing out there?
I don't know, John. It's your job to find out. My job is to pick up the body and find the cause of death.
It's your wallet. It's your Beretta 92F. Loaded and ready for action. Your badge is a symbol of your commitment and your identification. Spare change. These are your car, office, and home keys. Department-issued handcuffs. Your department-issued memorandum book and pencil. It's your Parker Center identification. It's Officer Malcolm Allen, LAPD. It's Chester, Julie Chester, criminalist SID. Graffiti mars the neighborhood. The tortured and tormented body of Bob Hickman, LAPD, lies lifeless among the alley debris. An obvious case of felonious homicide. Detective John Carey, Major Crimes, Homicide. Yep, signage is important to a prosperous business. It's your car, Carey, a 1993 T-Bird. It's Officer Bruce Woody Woodbury, LAPD. It's Sam Nobles, Deputy Coroner, Los Angeles County. It's a DARE billboard. Carey, the man appears intoxicated and a bit agitated. This young man appears interested in the alley proceedings. Trees provide oxygen and shade, both very much needed in the City of Angels.
Hello, I'm Detective Carey, LAPD. Would you mind answering a question or two?
No, sir. I mean, yes, sir. Yeah, I'll answer you.
Sir, did you see any unusual activity or unfamiliar cars in the neighborhood?
I hear shots. Fast. Like pop, 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 pop.
What is your name, sir?
Jack. To Jack.
Apparently, this citizen has seen enough violence for one day.
Hello, I'm Detective Carey with the LAPD. Would you mind answering a few questions?
Ain't seen nothing, man. Just chillin'. Some law about living.
The young man's interest appears a bit suspicious. Always record your gut feelings. Sometimes this job is pure instincts.
I'm Detective Carey, Major Crimes, Homicide, LAPD. I'd like to ask you a question or two.
Whatever, man. I'm just hanging.
Let's start with your name. What is it, and do you live in the neighborhood, or are you just visiting?
Man, this be my hood. I mean, I be Raymond Jones the Third.
Well, Raymond, if this is your neighborhood, then you must know what goes on around here. What happened here tonight? You see anything unusual? Maybe a different car or some folks from another neighborhood?
Ain't seen nor heard nothing. And just out for some fresh L.A. air.
So, Mr. Jones, what you're telling me is you don't have anything to tell me. Is that correct?
That's straight up. Ain't seen nothing, done nothing, know nothing.
It's your homicide kit. It's police banner tape used at crime scenes for setting up a perimeter. Carey, your trunk carries the tools of your trade. Carey. There is no need for banner tape at this time, Carey. Carey, your trunk... It's your department-issued homicide kit. The simulated leather notebook is well worn. Graffiti is often left behind by gangs. Recording the symbol could prove useful. The tortured and tormented body of Bob Hickman, LAPD, lies lifeless among the alley debris. An obvious case of felonious homicide. A gruesome sight. Contusions and burn marks appear on Hickman's abused body. An empty holster can mean only one thing: another gun on the street. A lipstick-stained cigarette lies near Hickman's body. Noting that a cigarette lay near the body could prove important later. An empty holster recording information at the crime scene ensures accurate reports later. The baggies hold evidence found at crime scenes. 24-inch pry bar, very handy. The jar is used to collect samples when SID is not called for. Rubber gloves used against infection or contamination. Department-issued 9-volt anodized aluminum flashlights. Chalk, made in the USA. The putty knife is made in the USA. The tortured and Detective, this cigarette could be evidence. The body of a young boy lies strewn in the dumpster. Bullet wounds puncture the boy's body. He looks no more than 6 or 7 years of age. Recording information at the crime scene ensures accurate reports later.
John, have you found something?
The ground is devoid of... It's Sam Noble.
Sam, we're gonna need another ambulance. There's a body of a young boy in the dumpster.
We'll get another car here, John.
He's just a child, Sam. What's happening on our streets?
It's a sad state of affairs, John. It's situations like this, a child victimized by violence, that makes it tough to do this job.
Sam, do you have a preliminary finding on Hickman's cause of death?
It's hard to say, John. There are no evident bullet wounds. There are cervical contusions, possibly asphyxiation. There's no unusual sputum, so it's difficult to think poisoning, but I'm not ruling anything out. Whoever did this was definitely non-compos mentis. By the way, notice that the index finger on the right hand is missing.
What else can you tell me, Sam?
Until we autopsy, we won't know much more. To make any further comments would be pure conjecture on my part.
It's Officer Bruce Woody Wood.
Officer Woodbury, when we're finished here, I want the neighborhood canvassed to see if anyone's missing a child, but has not reported it yet.
Yes, sir.
Officer Woodbury, I'm taking over as lead investigator.
Yes, sir, Detective Carey. I have my crime scene log for you.
Officer, I want you to notify Detective Headquarters and Communications we've discovered another homicide. Approximate age, 6 years, apparent victim of gunshot wounds. Have Detective Headquarters run a search on children reported missing, matching this child's description.
Yes, sir.
I'll be stepping in as lead investigator, officer. Can you tell me what the situation was when you got here?
Yes, sir. Woodbury and I were on our regular patrol. We spotted the body as we drove by. We radioed in, then moved in on the scene. We checked the alley for possible assailants, but found no one. Everything is pretty much as it was when we arrived.
That's it?
Yes, sir. The body was just lying there. I didn't know him, but Woody told me that the deceased was a cop. Undercover guy working the neighborhood. Oh, Pittman or something like that.
It's Hickman, and yes, he was working the crash unit, although I didn't know he was working this neighborhood. You've never seen him before, and this is your regular district?
Yes, sir, that is correct. I've never seen him before.
Is there anything else you can tell me, officer?
No, sir.
It's Chester. What is it you're trying to...
It looks like it's going to be a busy night for you, Chester.
Unfortunately, our streets are being taken over by violence. Innocent people being killed. It's uncivilized, sir.
Chester, take over on the evidence.
Yes, Detective. Whenever you're ready, fellas, I'm finished.
John, we can handle it from here. Stop by tomorrow for the autopsy. We'll know more then.
Harry Hickman's death isn't just your personal tragedy. It's a tragedy for the entire force. We've lost a friend, a father, and one damn good cop. As you know, you've been assigned the lead investigator on this case, and I'm going to be looking to you for answers. I'm going to ask you to put aside your personal feelings and deal with this investigation in a professional manner. If you don't think you're up to it, I want to know now. Neither you, the public, nor the department can withstand not knowing the truth. I want you to comb that neighborhood. I want every rock turned over and every person interviewed. Remember, Hickman was not the only fatality tonight. The family of that boy is grieving also.
Yes, sir.
For your information, the boy has been identified as Bobby Washington. As for Hickman, I think there is something you should know. Maybe you already do. But here it is straight. Hickman's lieutenant, Jim Varaz, informed me that Hickman was having trouble with stress, trouble at home. Varaz told me that Hickman had been in a fragile mindset, that working undercover was getting to him. You know, the violence of the streets can get to anyone. I'm not knocking Hickman. I just want you to know how the department viewed his current capacity. Okay, Carey, you know what you need to do. Go out there and do it. Find who killed Hickman. Find who killed the Washington youth. Any questions?
No, Lieutenant.
All right, then. Get to work. And, Carey, when you see Catherine, please extend my deepest sympathies. I don't have all day. Get on out of here and back on those streets.
Too bad about Hickman, Junior. Guess this hit you pretty hard, huh? Well, hell, don't let it. Damn scumbags out there. They're just goddamn lucky I'm a desk jockey. If I was on the street, I'd whip their collective disrespectful butts. You know, Junior, this case is gonna generate a lot of paperwork, and a lot of calling. You're just goddamn lucky you got me as your partner in this one. Damn lucky.
The banner provides a sense of camaraderie among the detectives. It's Detective Philip Jerica, originally from Houston, Texas, and a damn fine cop. Detective John Carey. Hal Bottoms, homicide detective, currently assigned to your case. Case files, both open and solved. These are more detectives' workspaces.
Hal, have you heard from the coroner's office?
Yeah, like you're their first priority, Junior. They're probably still in the kitchen. Besides that Nobles, he's the kind of likes you to come to him. Like we ain't got enough to do than go down to that garbage disposal.
It's your very own desk. It's your very own homemade placeholder with your name on it. A memo from Lieutenant Block. Alley crime scene log prepared by Officer Woodbury. Standard weight paper. You take a 3.14 follow-up report form out of your desk drawer. Your department-issued telephone. Your desk is covered with snippets from past cases in daily life. The calendar on this blotter is so old, you don't remember the last time you changed it, huh, Carrie? Your action is unwarranted.
Hal, has anything come back on the cigarette found in the alley?
Damn straight it has, Junior. SID identified DNA on the damn thing. Science is a wonder, ain't it, kid? You connect that DNA to somebody's butt, and you got yourself a case.
How about test results? Any preliminary information?
I can't get nothing out of that damn Nobles. Spoke to that dingy tomato down there, Carey or something. All she could say was, the toxicology tests and ballistics are running. She's damn lucky she doesn't work for me. That's all I can say. Damn lucky.
Hal, have you made contact with the folks over at Crash? Were they able to give you any information on Bob?
Now, those boys are men, I'll tell you that, Junior. Fighting in the trenches, battling the main streets. You're to tread lightly, Junior. They're working undercover in that neighborhood. Have been for a couple of months. Your man to talk to is Varaz. You got all that, Junior?
detectives' workspaces. What you see is what you get, Gary. The photograph taken of you and Hickman at the lake, the time you caught the big one.
Brass unit, Barnes speaking.
Hello, this is Detective Carey over at Major Crimes, Homicide. Is Lieutenant Varese there?
No, he's out in the field. How about I tell him you called?
That would be fine, thank you.
What is it you... Departmental follow... You write up a 3.14 documenting the incidents relating to the alley.
Here you go, Hal.
Sure, Junior.
Those two items don't... Alley crime scene log prepared by Officer Woodbury.
Hal, here's the Hickman crime scene log. It was prepared by Officer Woodbury from the 77th.
Hey, you're damn lucky you got me taking care of this book, Junior. Damn lucky.
Your badge is a symbol of your commitment and your identification. The photograph taken of you and Hickman at the You call the elevator. You select the lobby as your destination. The lobby vending machine, circa 1972. The ashtray designates this as a smoking permitted area. It's the evacuation routes map to Parker Center. Dare to keep kids off drugs. In order, the flags are the Los Angeles Police Department seal, the City of Los Angeles flag, the California state flag, and the American flag. Officer Bill Linder, Main Lobby Guard.
Last night, the LAPD was shaken to its roots as Officer Robert Hickman, Police Officer of the Year 1992, was found brutally slain in a South Central neighborhood. Heading up the Hickman investigation is veteran homicide detective John Carey. Carey is best known for solving the murder of Lane Blair, the stunning actress featured in many of the action-adventure Straight Shots movies. Detective Carey has been unavailable for comment, and all requests for a formal statement from the department have been denied. However, we have been told by an unofficial source that the department is looking at this as a gang killing. As the investigation continues... Oh, wait, here comes Detective Carey now. Detective Carey, over here. Christy Bilden with KKAT. Detective Carey! Detective Carey, would you care to make a statement concerning the murder of Officer Hickman? Could you comment on the speculation that this is a gang-related murder? Detective Carey, is it true that Officer Hickman's body was found partially nude? What about the reports that Officer Hickman's body has been tortured and mutilated? Detective Carey, should officers now on patrol in South Central be concerned about their own safety? Has any gang claimed responsibility for Officer Hickman's murder? Detective, would you care to comment on the cause of death? There have been reports coming out of the coroner's office that there were no gunshot wounds. Is that true? Detective Carey, please comment on the circumstances surrounding the murder. Is it not true that although Officer Hickman worked in the South Central Division, he was not on duty at the time of his death? What do you think you're doing? Hey! The physical abuse I have just experienced at the hands of Detective Carey is consistent with the treatment I've received from this entire department in trying to report this story. As a reporter and citizen of this city, I fear for our First Amendment rights. I'm Christy Bilden, reporting for KKAT.
Carey, you're in luck. The range is open. Carey, you're in luck. You turn the knob and open the door, Detective.
Howdy, partner. You're here mighty early. Ain't scheduled to qualify till Wednesday. You planning on a little practice shooting today?
It's Bert Arnold, Department Armorer. This is the range office at the police academy. Those are qualification forms. You fill the form out according to department specifications. Qualification Form 13.
How are you, Bert?
Well, cowboy, I ain't complaining. Life's good.
What's new, Bert?
Well, not much, partner. Y'all come down once a month. Seems everything's pretty much same as last time.
Filled out and ready to go, Bert.
Thank you, partner. Thank you, partner. Whoa there, partner. You ain't ready for the range yet.
What is it you're trying?
Feeling kind of chatty there, partner? You ought to think about getting yourself a filly.
You pick up the headgear.
Officers, take your field positions, please.
Holster your weapon. Guns are not toys.
Officers, take your field positions, please. Officers, headgear on. All firearms to low ready.
No need to reload.
Phase 1 to low ready. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Gun to low ready. Prepare for phase 2. Phase 2. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Gun to low ready. Prepare for phase 3. Officers, reload.
You load your Beretta.
Phase 3. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Phase 4. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Gun to low ready. Prepare for phase 5. Officers, reload.
You load those two up. The grip on the Beretta.
Phase 5. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Phase 6. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Holster all firearms.
Officer Fuller, SWAT Commander. California stucco, old. Detective, your shooting session is over for today.
That there was some shooting, cowboy. Thank you, partner.
Los Angeles County Morgue, the final resting spot. Yep, it's your car trunk. It's the front entrance to the LA County's coroner office. Entering the morgue always provides a sense of anticipation.
Hi, Detective Carey.
It's Sherry Moore, the girl everyone adores.
Hello, Sherry.
You can go on in, Detective Carey.
Hello, Detective Carey. Why did the mechanic drive off the cliff?
I don't know.
Because he wanted to test his air brakes. Go right in, Detective. Do you know why the mechanic didn't buy the battery?
I don't know.
Because he got sticker shock. Why did the psychiatrist's mechanic have a bad day?
I don't know.
Because he had a screw loose. Why did the pessimist start wearing sunglasses?
I don't know.
He got tired of looking on the bright side of life. What do you call two guys with no arms and no legs hanging in a window?
I don't know.
Kurt and Rod. How do you tell if Sam's had garlic for lunch?
I don't know.
The corpses get up and run. Do you know what you get when you cross a peach and an avocado?
I don't know.
A Rudy Tooty Fruity guacamole. How can you tell when someone's been choked to death instead of by accidental ligature strangulation?
I don't know.
By the occluded blood vessels and thyroid fracture. Okay, so a funeral director has 2 funerals in one day, and somehow the wrong clothes got on the wrong bodies. Funeral director was in a panic. Know how he solved the problem?
I don't know.
He just switched the heads. How do you stop a lawyer from drowning? I guess some people are too important to talk to little old morgue assistants. Why did the idiot think he was a king?
I don't know.
Because he went to the dentist and got a crown. Did I ever tell you what happened to Sam's girlfriend?
I don't know.
She left him after he tried to put a tag on her toe. Do you know why Sam hates playing cards with dead bodies?
I don't know.
Because they have perfect poker faces. You like my jokes?
I don't know.
Well, that's okay, because I got a million of them. What do tow trucks eat?
I don't know.
Tofu. Did you know Sam's a sailor? If he could, do you know where he'd go sailing?
I don't know.
The Dead Sea. Why did the idiot tiptoe past the medicine cabinet?
I don't know.
Because he didn't want to wake the sleeping pills. Why did the musician hit the road?
I don't know.
Because he tripped coming out of the strip joint. Did I ever tell you what happened to Sam's girlfriend?
I don't know.
She left him after he tried...
Russell Marks, assistant to Deputy Coroner Sam Nobles.
Hello, John.
Hello, Sam.
What is it you're trying to say? What is it you're trying...
I'd like to ask you a few questions, Sam. You got a minute?
You bet, John. Fire away.
Sam, what can you tell me about the youth?
Exactly what would you like to know, John?
The boy's identification? Confirmed, and if so, by whom?
The Lucky Mini Mart owner confirmed the body as Bobby Washington, a local neighborhood boy.
Has the boy's family been notified?
Yes, and as I am sure you can imagine, the mother is near hysterics. Her name is Bernadette Washington, and she lives around the corner from the alley. The poor woman is so upset she can't yet bring herself to come down and claim the body, or the few small trinkets we found on the boy.
Sam, do you have a preliminary on the boy's cause of death?
I counted 17 points of entry, John. The boy was mowed down, execution style. Cause of death, gang violence if you want a personal opinion. Professional opinion, the youth was killed by gunshot wounds to the head and body.
Has the boy's autopsy been performed yet?
Yes, it was, John. I was able to pull 3 slugs out of the body. They look like 9mm. I've sent them over to SID for a ballistics check. The body is in cold storage, waiting for the family.
Sam, what can you tell me about Bob?
Why don't you begin at the beginning and begin by asking me the specifics? That way I won't miss any topic you might want to explore.
Sam, have you completed Hickman's autopsy? What are your preliminary findings?
The autopsy is complete. Beyond the surface evidence, I found a ruptured gastrointestinal tract. Fluids were sampled, and I'm having toxicology tests run, including all known poisons.
Sam, will you go over the physical marks found on the body?
Yes, there are 2 injection marks on the upper left arm, the burn marks to the face and upper torso, the epoxied eyes, the missing index finger, and then there are restraint marks. The restraint marks appear where you would most expect to find them, on the ankles and the wrists. At these points, I found fibrous material, all very consistent with what you would expect to find at a torture scene.
Sam, what can you tell me about the body lividity?
Lividity appears 2 places on the body, first and most notably on the buttocks. This would indicate to me that Hickman died while sitting and then was left in that position for a period of time. Or, once killed, he was moved to a sitting position and then left for a time. The second area of lividity appears on the upper back and shoulder area, and I believe resulted from the time the body spent in the alley.
Rather grabby, aren't you? Rather grabby, aren't you? Six-inch utility knife, limb saw, fillet knife, the zipper, and various forceps and scissors cover the tray. Room 275A, light switch. The morgue is filled with all sorts of equipment. The morgue is... The shelf contains chemicals. This counter contains a very large sink. This doorway leads... This is County Coroner Examining Room 275A. This is County Rather grabby, aren't you? Rather... This... The body of your best friend now has an incision from the groin to the larynx. This is... Sam Nobles is a walking encyclopedia of information. You pick up Bobby Washington's personal belongings envelope. You pick up Hickman's personal belongings envelope.
Where are you going? See ya, detective.
Your action is unwarranted. Leaving. 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 Entering the morgue always provides a sense of anticipation.
Hi, Detective Carey. Detective Carey, No time to say hello, Detective Carey? Deputy Nobles is up.
I'd like to see Deputy...
Detective Carey.
Leaving. To protect the innocent. Leaving. Once again, you've forgotten to lock it. Once again... Graffiti mars the neighborhood. Detective, this information is already recorded. Graffiti mars the neighborhood. The paint is dry, though it appears fresh. Graffiti mars the... Graffiti... Recognizing the graffiti, you make a notation. .24-inch. The putty knife is... You loosen the slug from the wall. You loosen... Carry, be more specific. You loosen the... You loosen... You... Be more specific. You lose... You... Be more specific. You lose... You... 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 Be more specific. You loosen... Those two items... The plastic is slip. Loaded and ready. It's your department. Those two... Detective, be more... Detective. 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 Deformed 9mm slugs taken from the center. The colorful building adds a bit of charm to this older neighborhood.
What you looking at? What you looking at?
This looks like one tough kid.
I'm Detective Carey, LAPD, homicide. What's your name, young man?
Emo Jones.
Do you live in the neighborhood, Emo? You have an address, maybe a phone number?
Yeah, I live here. 162 South Florence. No phone.
I'd like to ask you fellas a couple of questions.
You be the man. Ask away.
Last night there was a double murder, a police officer and a neighborhood boy, Bobby Washington. Do you know anything that might help us solve what happened to them?
I be knowing nothing. That couple? What'd he be doing down here anyway?
Did you know Bobby Washington?
Gee, yeah, that little man was okay. He always be saying he gonna grow up and be the next Dave Stewart.
You a big baseball fan? I see you've got a baseball.
Yeah, baby, I like all them sports. This here ball, I find it. Find it in the field. What's lost is now mine.
If you can think of anything that might help us, why don't you give me a call down at Parker Center? Just ask for Robbery Homicide Detective Carey. You never know when I might be able to repay the favor.
I be hearing you, baby. Yo, I be fly today. Never know when I'm gonna know something that can help.
I'm Detective Carey, LAPD. Do you live around here, son?
Shit, I live with my grandma down on Hoover.
Son, what is your name?
Herbie Lewis.
Herbie, do you know anything that might help us solve last night's double murder?
Shit, no, man. I was with my granny. You ask her.
Can't think of anyone who might have wanted to see Bobby or the police officer hurt?
Shit, I just live around here, man. I don't know nothing.
Talk is, you're a cop. The cops are bad for my business. My advice to you, keep moving.
Your action is... This man was at the crime scene last night.
I'm Detective Carey, LAPD. I saw you last night in the alley.
Got some spare change a fella can have? Got some spare change a fella can have? God bless you. You're very kind. You know, that kid, he was gonna be a ball player, man. The big leagues he was.
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Yeah, okay, sure.
You were in the alley last night. I thought you might be able to tell me what you know about the murders.
Yeah, just popping sound. You know, I don't know.
I'm Detective Carey with the LAPD.
Everybody know who you are. You big cop. Bring big trouble.
Detective Carey, would you care to make a comment on Officer Hickman's murder?
No comment.
What are you doing? Hey!
Not too smart, big policeman. You push go on TV.
Oh, it wasn't like that. You see, she...
Yeah, you say for others. I see TV. I see you in neighborhood last night. You not come but for dead cop.
Can you tell me your name and what your position is here?
I owner of Lucky Mini Mart. I work hard for my store. My name is Kim Chi.
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Okay, you ask.
You said you saw me last night. Did you happen to see anything else? Anything out of the ordinary, such as different people or cars in the neighborhood?
I already told police all I know.
Well, if you think of anything, I'd appreciate hearing from you. Just call me at Parker Center. Ask for robbery homicide, Detective Carey. By the way, Miss Chi, did you know Bobby Washington?
He was good boy. Always helped me for free. He good boy. He try and stay away from gangs. No trouble. Bobby good boy.
Is there anything else you could tell me about Bobby, Miss Chi?
What to tell? Boy's either good or bad. Good boy.
I was wondering if you'd remembered anything more about last night's events?
I run business. No time to run around and do your job too. You want to buy something?
High fat, low nutritional value. Often what one sees in these small convenience stores. The register looks as old as the store. These small stores often exploit the poor by selling cheap liquor. Unfortunately, it's not illegal.
Do you recognize the man in this picture?
He shop here sometimes.
This is the murdered policeman who was found in the alley. Do you remember when you last saw him?
He police? Nah, he work at Rainbow. Cook.
No, ma'am. He was a police officer. Do you remember when you last saw him?
No, maybe couple of days.
Fresh fruit is a rarity in these small convenience stores. Apples are nutritious and a good source of vitamin C. Amico Industrial Strength Glue.
You smart. You know a good buy when you see it. You shop here again.
I'm a police officer. My name is Detective Carey. Can you tell me your name?
My name is Lysandra.
Do you know your last name?
Uh-huh. Washington.
Can you tell me where you live?
I don't know. I live down the street.
How are you today? Taking your doll out for a walk?
Me and my dolly are having a tea party.
So it's tea time.
We don't have real tea and cookies. We're pretending.
Would you and your doll like an apple?
Thank you.
I'm Detective Carey, LAPD, homicide. May I have a moment of your time?
Yes, Detective, what is it?
Mrs. Washington, I have reason to believe that a young man by the name of Ragtop Spiff might be involved with your son's murder. Does his name sound familiar?
That would be Raymond Jones. Anyone would hurt my child, it would be him. He's always showing off some gun and bragging about big money.
Mrs. Washington, if there's anything the department or I can do, please call.
There's nothing anybody can do. Nobody can bring my son home.
Mrs. Washington, can you tell me when you last saw Bobby? Was he with friends? Did he tell you where he was going?
He was heading out to play ball. He loved baseball. He always told me he was going to make me proud. He was going to be in the major leagues. He was a good boy, Detective. Never caused me any trouble. He was the man around this house. He was my little man.
Mrs. Washington, what time of day did you last see Bobby?
He left the house after dinner, maybe around 6:30. Headed over to the field to play ball. He was always over there practicing his pitching.
Mrs. Washington, what can you tell me about gang activity in your neighborhood?
I don't want to end up dead like my son, Detective. I've got a little girl who needs me. If you want to find out about the gangs around here, why don't you ask around to some of the young men? Not all our boys want to be part of a gang. Maybe one of them will talk to you.
Mrs. Washington, is there anything the department can do for you?
You can find who killed my son. You can make these streets safe for the children.
Bob Hickman's personal belongings. Bobby Washington's personal belongings. The envelope feels as though...
Mrs. Washington, these are the items found on Bobby's person the night he was killed. I'm so sorry, ma'am.
Thank you.
Knocking seems less intrusive than ringing the doorbell. What a cute kid Valerie is.
Hi, Valerie. How you doing?
Hi, Uncle John. You want to come in? Mom, Uncle John's here.
Leaving now would be rude. Leaving now would be rude.
Hi, John. Thanks for coming over.
How are you, Catherine? Catherine, these are Bob's personal effects. They were released by the deputy coroner.
Thank you, John. Is his wedding band included?
I didn't open it, Catherine. I don't know.
John, this was Bob's Kevlar vest. I'd like you to have it. Maybe it will keep you safe.
Thank you, Catherine. Catherine, I've been assigned lead investigator on this case. I need to ask you some questions. Are you feeling up to it?
I suppose so, John. I just can't believe this is happening. I don't know what to do.
Catherine, I can't go into the details of Bob's death due to the investigation, but if you have any questions, I'll try and answer them.
That's all right, John. I spoke with that lovely Miss Moore and Mr. Nobles at the coroner's office. I know all I need to.
Catherine, Bob's gun was not found at the scene. Is it here? Do you know if he had it with him the night he went out?
His gun isn't here. I already looked. Bob's captain already asked about it.
Catherine, can you tell me what was going on with Bob? What stress was he feeling? Was it strictly work-related?
He would tell me that he couldn't stand to see the little children and the innocent families hurt by all the street violence. He was beginning to hate the gangs. He was having a hard time staying impartial.
Catherine, the department is aware of the fact that Bob was taking sedatives to...
John, how could you say that about Bob? I'm sorry, I can't talk about this right now.
Valerie, do you understand what's happened?
I think so. Mommy says Daddy's in heaven and he's not coming home anymore.
You know, Val, that you always have your Uncle John if you need anything, right? Valerie, can you remember anything that happened the night your dad went out and didn't come home?
Well, my mommy and Daddy were fighting about his work coming home.
Was your dad bringing a lot of work home, Val?
I don't know. He always kept it in the closet.
That's a nice dress you're wearing, Valerie.
Thanks, Uncle John. It's okay.
That's a nice dress.
Thanks.
Reaching into the pocket, you discover a prescription bottle. You could leave handprints on the wall. Watch out.
Bye, Uncle John.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Fine, Detective. Just doing my job. That'll get you in, but you won't be able to move around without your ID. So we might as well take care of that now. Detective, I'm wearing my ID. I serve as an example to all. Detective, I'm wearing my...
You attach your Parker Center ID to your suit. You press the button to call the elevator. You select the basement as your destination. If you want to talk to Chester, get a little closer.
Hello, Detective. How can I help you?
Julie Chester.
Hello, Chester. What about fibers found on either of the bodies, Chester?
We're running the standard tests. Looks mostly like dirt from the alley. We'll know more a little later.
What have you been able to establish with the cigarette found in the alley, Chester?
We're in luck there, Detective. Upon testing the lipstick, we found traces of DNA. We're following through on that with additional testing. Find another cigarette with the same lipstick and maybe we'll have our killer.
Chester, have you processed Hickman's body fluids?
They're in the process, Detective. We don't have any results back yet.
Chester, have you begun ballistics testing on the slugs taken out of the Washington youth?
Yes, Detective. As a matter of fact, Hickman's service piece is on record. I'm running a match test.
Chester, I'd like you to take a look at this and see if you can match it to the glue found in Hickman's eyes. I purchased it in the neighborhood where Hickman was found. I know it's a long shot.
Hold on, Detective. I only need a sample.
Chester, I found these at Hickman's. Apparently he was taking them regularly. Could he have overdosed on these things?
Detective, these are Valium, 5 milligrams. Hickman weighed, what would you say, 170 pounds? Hickman would have to have taken what's left in this bottle and coupled it with something else to have killed himself. No, these didn't have anything to do with his death.
Chester, I pulled these from a cinder block wall not far from the alley in the 77th Street area. I'd like ballistics run on them.
I'd like to comply, Detective. However, they need to be processed first. Take them to Teddy with the appropriate paperwork and I'll get right on it. See you later, Detective Carey.
Pressing the button, you call the elevator. You select the 4th floor as your destination. You can't reach the door from where you are.
Hello, sir, and how are you doing? How's the investigation going?
Hello, Officer Baker. Nice to see you. Baker, do you miss the streets?
Sometimes I do, Detective. But then I think about my kids. You know, my wife just gave me a son, and I can't imagine going back out there. Ever since I was shot, I feel better behind a desk, sir.
How are things going, Teddy?
Pretty good, Detective. Went fishing last week. Got skunked.
Teddy, you ever work with the guys over at Air Support? I worked with them the other night. Good guys, all of them.
I've met a few of them. I particularly remember Lieutenant Hale, a real fine officer. Detective Carey, how would you like these handled?
I'd like a ballistics check run on them.
I'll write up the paperwork for the ballistics test. Then they'll be shelf-stored if you need them in the future for trial, sir. I'll have this filled out in a second, sir.
Pressing the button, you call the elevator. You select the third floor as your destination.
Answer your damn phone, Junior.
Hello, robbery homicide. This is Detective Carey. May I help you?
Yo, baby, what's up? Be emo. You be wanting a piece of the straight action, huh? I got the news for you. I know some straight-up talk. Yo, baby, yo, you hear me talking?
Yes, Emo, I'm here. Are you telling me that you have information concerning last night's murders?
Straight up, baby. I'll be waiting by the field if you be interested.
Your action is unwarranted.
Hal, has anything come back on the cigarette found in the alley?
Damn straight it has, Junior. SID identified DNA on the damn thing. Science is a wonder, ain't it, kid? You connect that DNA to somebody's butt, you got yourself a case.
How about test results? Any preliminary information?
I can't get nothing out of that damn Nobles. Spoke to that dingy tomato down there, Carey or something. All she could say was, the toxicology tests and ballistics are running. She's damn lucky she doesn't work for me. That's all I can say. Damn lucky.
Hal, have you made contact with the folks over at Crash? Were they able to give you any information on Bob?
Now, those boys are men, I'll tell you that, Junior. Fighting in the trenches, battling the mean streets. You're to tread lightly, Junior. They're working undercover in that neighborhood. Have been for a couple of months. Your man to talk to is Varaz. You got all that, Junior?
You call the elevator. You select the lobby as your destination.
Hal, has anything... How about...
Detective, to whom?
Hal, have you...
Detective, to whom do you wish to speak? You call the elevator. You select the lobby as your destination. Those two... The photograph taken of you... The photo... Your action... Your... Your action is unwarranted.
Hal, have you made contact with the folks over at Crash?
Now, those boys are men, I'll tell you that, Junior. You're to tread lightly, Junior. They're working undercover in that neighborhood. Have been for a couple of months. Your man to talk to is Varaz. You got all that, Junior?
You call the elevator. You select the lobby as your destination. That should provide some protection.
Police!
The car door is unlocked. You can't reach your trunk from here? Detective, what? There is no need... Detective, what? You unlocked the shotgun carry. Hold your position. Maintain cover. You're hit.
So what's it gonna be, Carrie? You gonna act like a pro or a spoiled brat? Have I made a mistake in assigning you a lead investigator on this case?
No, sir,
I'll have you know I've had dozens of calls this morning on you shoving that reporter yesterday. Everybody in town, from the chief to the mayor to outraged Joe citizen, saw you push her. Damn, you were all over the news.
Lieutenant, it wasn't...
Besides you appearing uncooperative, you were downright politically incorrect. You shove one more reporter and the department's gonna get slapped with a civil suit. Shoving anybody else, and I'm gonna give you the boot myself.
Lieutenant, I'd like to explain.
Then there's the small issue of last night's events, Carrie. Would you mind telling me what you were doing in the middle of a crash sting operation?
Sir, I received a telephone call from a possible informant. I set up a meeting. I walked into an ambush.
So it would seem, Carrie, so it would seem. However, your tete-a-tete cost the department thousands of dollars and months of work. Crash has been undercover for months on that operation. They were a fly's hair away from busting a gun-running ring wide open. With your help, the only catch they made was that local punk, Spiff. Luckily for you, your informant, what's his name, Emo? What kind of name is that? Has turned into a little songbird. Emo's sitting pretty in the hospital, singing how Spiff's the one who killed the Washington boy. Emo contends that Spiff wanted the boy to deliver guns to gang members and he wouldn't do it. The only redeeming aspect of this whole affair is that Hickman's gun was found in Spiff's apartment when they entered under warrant. SID is running ballistics on Spiff's gun to see if they match the slugs taken from the dead boy. And speaking of SID, they've run ballistics on your firearms and they're ready to be picked up. The police commission's going to want to know where and into whom your bullets went last night. These tests are vital. Check with Chester before you head out.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Sir, it would appear to me that if Spiff is found to be connected to the Washington boy's murder, might not he also be connected to Bob's?
It doesn't work that way, Carrie. While you were out being a cowboy, another body showed. The MO is similar, very similar. Again, it's one of our own. His name is Rene Garcia. Worked out of Hollenbeck. Garcia's body was found on the front lawn of a singer. What do they call those guys? Rappers? By the name of Yo Money. Must be some big star. I'm getting static from upstairs. Anyways, Garcia was found by this money man's bodyguard. He was walking a lady to her car that had been there for a party about 4 a.m. I want you to get over there and see what's going on. And remember, Carrie, no cowboy tricks. Just try and be nice, okay? That about covers it, Carrie. Good hunting.
Yeah? You can just drop dead. Goddamn broads. Hey, Junior, that was quite a shootout last night. Heard all about it. You're goddamn lucky one of those punks didn't blow your head off. Want you to listen up, Junior. Playing cowboy only takes you so far in this damn job. If you want to make it as long as I have, you're gonna have to curb your appetite for action. You hear me, Junior? You're just goddamn lucky you weren't killed.
What you see is what your action. It's your very own. You take a 3.14 follow-up report form out of your desk drawer. Those two items don't go together. You complete a 3.14 documenting the gunfight and the players involved in the ambush. Completed 3.1. Hal's busy on the telephone, Carrie. Get back to him later. You call the elevator. You select the basement as your destination.
Hello, Detective. Here to pick up your firearms? They're all ready.
Thanks, Chester. I appreciate it.
You know, Detective, Nobles and I are heading over to the shortstop tonight for a beer. Would you care to join us?
Are you asking me out on a date, Chester?
Not in your wildest dreams, Detective.
What did you discover about the spent ammo I turned into property yesterday, Chester?
They match the slugs taken out of the Washington youth. They don't match with Hickman's ballistics test on file.
Chester, are you running ballistics on Spiff's gun?
Yes, I am. It looks promising as it's a 9mm and it has a high-capacity magazine.
Were you able to find anything out about the glue you sampled?
Yes, Detective. It is an industrial-strength glue which shares properties with the glue found on Hickman's eyes. The problem with tracing the glue is that it's sold all over the city, not just where you found it. We use the same brand here at Parker Center.
Chester, have you processed Garcia's body fluids?
They're in the process, Detective. We don't have any results back yet. Don't forget the shortstop tonight, Detective.
Pressing the button, you call the elevator. You select the lobby as your destination. You turn the knob and open the door, Detective.
Howdy, cowboy. Heard about it last night. Quite a gunfight.
You fill the form out according to department specifications. Completed 3.14. Qualification.
Filled out and ready to go, Bert.
Thank you, partner.
Those two items. It's your wallet. The leather.
Thank you, partner. know the rules, cowboy. Headgear required.
You pick up the headgear.
Officers, take your field positions, please. Officers, headgear on. All firearms to low ready. Phase 1. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Phase 2. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Gun to low ready. Prepare for Phase 3. Officers, reload.
You load your Beretta.
Phase 3. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Phase 4. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Gun to low ready. Prepare for Phase 5. Officers, reload.
You load your Beretta.
Phase 5. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Phase 6. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Holster all firearms. That there was some shooting, cowboy. Thank you, partner.
Notating the crime scene's relationship to the house could prove important later. Indigenous plants decorate the well. Notating that a lady's shoe was found near the crime scene could be important later.
Yeah? What do you want? So you got a shoe. What about it?
I found it in the flower bed by the crime scene. Have you seen it before?
You implying it's mine or something?
I'm merely asking if you've seen this shoe before.
Well, hey, yo, you put it that way, no. I ain't seen it before. Unless, of course, it was on some babe's foot.
Babe's foot? Could you clarify that for me? What babe?
Shit, man. There's so many coming and going all day and night. I mean, who knows their names? Yeah? What do you want?
Hello, I'm Detective Carey, Homicide LAPD. I'm here to speak with Yo Money. Is he available?
You know, you've shown me that pretty shiny badge before. What is it you want? So you got a shoe. What about it?
I found it in the...
Well, hey, yo, you...
Babes.
Shit, man. So you got...
I found it in the flower bed by the...
You implying it's...
I merely asked...
Well, hey...
Babes.
Shit.
Is Yo Money available? I need to speak with him.
Come on in. Yo Money's been wanting to talk to you cops.
Well, look who's here, our representative from the police department. It's about time you got here. Have you seen the mess out in our lawn? Do you have any idea what kind of field day the press is having with this? Do you have any idea what this is doing to record sales? A dead cop on our lawn. What the hell are you doing about it? I think you people planted that dead cop on our lawn. Probably knew something he shouldn't. And what better way to diffuse attention than to dump him on the lawn of a controversial rapper? This is such bullshit. I want that yellow tape off our lawn immediately. I want the persons responsible to own up. If this screw sales on Money's record, I swear I'll make sure some butt is kicked. Hello? What do you want? Knock this crap off. Quit calling us. Oh yeah? Bullshit? Quit calling. Do you understand?
People are watching. People are watching.
Yeah? I told you to quit calling us. Do you understand her? You quit calling us, you foul mouth.
People are watching.
I'm Detective John Carey, LAPD Homicide.
Yo, sup?
Money, that phone call.
It's under control. Just an unfinished business, that's all, man.
Money, who discovered Officer Garcia?
Yo, my man, he was just there. Who knows? We all found him. Danny D saw him. I saw him. He was just there, man.
People are watching. People are watching. Notating the crimes. If you really want to pick the flowers, you'll need to move closer. What exactly do you... Notating that a lady's shoe was found near the crime scene could be important later.
Yeah? What do you want? So you got it.
I found it.
You and
I'm married.
Well, hey,
babe.
Shit.
Hello, I'm Detective. Is Yo Money up?
Come on in.
Well, look, this is... Hello?
Watching.
Knock this crap off. Oh, yeah? Quit calling us.
Money, this shoe was found in your front flower bed. Do you know where it might have come from?
Lots of booty coming and going around here.
Could you clarify yourself, Money?
Ladies, babes, booty, strippers, Say, man, women. We got lots of women coming in and out of here.
I'm Detective John Carey, LAPD Homicide.
Yo, sup?
Money.
It's under control. Just an unfinished business, that's all, man.
Money. Who discovered Officer Garcia?
Yo, my man, he was just there. Who knows? We all found him. Danny D saw him. I saw him. He was just there, man.
Yeah? I told you to quit calling us. Listen to me. You quit calling here. Do you understand? Do you understand harassment, arrest, jail? You quit calling us a foul-mouthed piece of crap. Oh, yeah? Well, go to hell. Go to hell.
Money. That phone call.
It's under control.
Money. The body was found around 4 or 5 a.m. Had you been out the evening before, or were you home?
At a house party. Some girls in, you know, a little party.
Were you familiar with all the guests, or were there people here you didn't know?
Yo, I don't take the strangers, man. We had some girls in, for my bros. A little entertainment. Me and Nicolette, we was mostly upstairs. The party, it's one of those perks of working for me.
Yeah? How many times? Listen, you piece of crap. We will track you down, find you, and prosecute you. Do you understand? What you're doing is illegal. No, you listen to me. Shut up. Shut your filthy mouth. Listen, we don't have to take this. In America, there are laws against what you're doing. Do you think attacking people is a way to make yourself bigger or stronger? You got a lot of problems.
Later, man.
Money.
That's under control.
Money, your music is controversial. Do you know of anyone who would want to harm your reputation further?
Shit, man. Everybody's got enemies. Ain't no different with me.
Well, have you recently experienced any problems through the mail, telephone calls?
There's this Nazi dude. Doesn't like to see a brother doing well. Sends me shit in the mail, a real asshole. His name is Walker. Dennis Walker.
What can you tell me about this Dennis Walker?
He's a racist asshole. For a while, he was driving by, hollering shit at my house. I got a restraining order. I still get shit in the mail. Ends up in the trash. Yo, man, he was arrested for trespassing on my property a while ago. Shit, he's a boil on a pig's butt. Oh, sorry, man, no insult intended.
Hey, you heard the man. It's time to leave. Let's go. Yeah, you want something? Your money's busy. You want...
Do you recognize this shoe? I found it in the flower bed out front.
What are you saying? I'm some kind of cheap cow? Where do you get off?
No, I didn't mean to insult you. I found this in close proximity to where the body was found.
Well, it's not mine. I wouldn't wear such a cheap piece of trash. If you're gonna insult me, you better leave now.
Money, this shoe was found in your front flower bed. Do you know where it might have come from?
Lots of booty coverage, lady.
I'm Detective John.
Yo.
Listen, do you you quit.
Money, that's
It's under control.
money. Money, were you familiar?
Yo.
Money, well,
There's the...
what can you
He's a racist asshole. For a while, he was driving by, hollering shit at my house. I got a restraining order. Yo, man, he was arrested for trespassing on my property a while ago. Shit, he's a boil on a pig's butt. Oh, sorry, man, no insult intended.
None taken. If you remember anything out of the ordinary,
10-4.
if you remember
10-4.
I couldn't help but notice the unwanted.
This is personal.
Who do you think you are, Spider-Man? You attach your Parker Center ID to your suit. You press the button to call the elevator. You select the third floor as your destination. Hey, it's unprofessional. Your action... Your act... Give the form you have to Hal. Your act...
Here you go, Hal.
Sure, Junior.
You take a 3-point... You complete a 3.14 documenting your interview of Yo Money.
Here you go, Hal.
Sure, Junior.
Detective, you'd need the strength of Superman to pull those open. You call the elevator. You select the lobby as your destination. Entering the morgue always provides a...
Hi, Detective Carey.
No time to say hello, Detective Carey? You can go on in.
Hello, Detective Carey. Why did the musician hit the road? I guess some people are too important to talk to little old morgue assistant.
Hello, John. John, why don't you join Chester and me at the shortstop tonight? I'll buy you a cold one. You look like you could use it.
Thanks, Sam. It sounds good. I'll try and make it. Sam, what can you tell me about Garcia?
Just about anything you want to know pertaining to how he was killed. The who and the why are up to you.
Has the autopsy been performed?
Yes, it has, John. Garcia was tortured the same as Hickman. Injection marks in the upper left arm, irregular cigarette burns to the face and upper torso, missing extremities, this time toes, glued orifice, this time the mouth, and a ruptured gastrointestinal lining. Your killer is getting more brazen, John. Garcia was able to watch as he was tortured. He could not utter a sound, but he could witness his slow death.
In your opinion, Sam, what's the cause of death?
I have to believe it's poison, although there are none of the telltale signs one expects to find, such as colored sputum, vomit, or odor. We might be dealing with something we do not yet have a test for.
Was there lividity on Garcia?
Yes. Once again, there was primary and secondary lividity. Primary was located on the buttocks, secondary on the upper back and shoulders. I would venture to say that Garcia was tortured and killed while sitting up, left for a while, and then moved. Your killer has transportation, John. He could strike anywhere.
Sam, what are the distinguishing physical marks?
The body had restraint marks on the wrists and ankles. I was able to lift fibers from these areas. I sent them over to SID for analysis. There were bruises behind the shoulder blades that lead me to believe Garcia's arms were tied over his head.
Has the autopsy been performed?
Yes, it has, John. Garcia was tortured the same as Hickman. Your killer...
How about a toxicology report, Sam?
Body fluids were taken and sent to SID. They're running every poison test known to the scientific community.
The burn marks, they're consistent with a cigarette burn?
Yes. I was able to lift ash samples out of the burned skin. I sent them to SID for analysis.
What about fibers or hairs, Sam?
As with Hickman, there were fibers at restraint points. However, I found additional fibers and ash in the hair. The fibers were red, and I would venture to say the ash came from cigarettes. Both samples have been sent to SID for analysis.
Is there anything else, Sam?
Well, yes. Neither Hickman nor Garcia had food residue left in what once was their stomachs. That's rare, there's almost always residue. I might mention to you that Garcia's mother came down to claim the body and pick up any personal effects. Apparently no one had mentioned that her son was found naked. When I told her, and that consequently there were no personal effects to speak of, she went ballistic. A word of warning, John, I think she's gunning for you next.
You're heading for a wall, Carrie. Get back on... You open the door and head...
Hello, Lysandra.
Do you want to know a secret? I see a real pretty lady in the alley. I seen her when my brother was dead.
What was this lady doing, Lysandra?
She was smoking.
Lysandra, what did this lady look like?
She was pretty, and she had pretty clothes.
What was she wearing, Lysandra?
A pretty red dress.
The information about the woman in red might be important if it's true. The information about
Mrs. Washington, if
There's nothing anybody can do.
You notate the general description of the apartments.
Yeah?
I'm Detective Carey, LAPD. Are you Dennis Walker?
Yeah?
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Yeah, come on in.
Dennis, you know a man by the name of Yo Money. He has a restraining order against you. Is that correct?
I can't hear ya!
Freeze! Hands in the air. Keep them where I can see them. Drop the knife. Put your hands behind your head. Turn around. Drop to your knees. Now! You have the right to remain silent. Whew! That girlfriend of Walker's is something else. Tough for being so petite.
Hell, Junior, all women are bears, goddamn grizzlies. But if you thought that little tomato was tough, wait till you meet Garcia's mamacita. Now that's one tough bitch. She's in giving the lieutenant an earful right now, poor son of a bitch.
I am Rosa Garcia. Are you the detective investigating the death of my son?
Yes, I'm Detective John Carey. Let me extend my sincere sympathy for your loss, Mrs. Garcia. I didn't know Renee personally, but
Well, I knew my son, Detective, and he was a good boy. He lived at home with me. He helped me with my errands. He went to church. I have been told by your lieutenant in the coroner that Renee's poor body was found exposed. I want the person responsible for doing this to my son caught and punished.
Yes, Mrs. Garcia, I understand.
Do you understand, Detective? Do you have a son?
Well, no.
Well, then you do not understand. Rene helped to take care of me. I have heart trouble. I cannot do heavy lifting. Rene cleaned the house. She did the laundry, cook our meals. Maybe he once in a while would go to a movie, but he did not date any of those fast-talking modern-type women. He was waiting for a good girl. He was saving himself. And for what? For some pervert to strip him, murder him. You find who did this to my son. Find who killed my son, my beautiful son.
I see what you mean, Hal.
Yeah, she's got one hell of a personality, huh, Junior?
What you see? It's your very own. You take a 3... You complete the report on when...
Here you go, Hal.
Sure, Junior.
You call the elevator. You select the lobby as your destination. Knocking seems less intrusive than ringing the doorbell.
Hello, John. Won't you come in? It's nice of you to stop by, John. I'm sorry you missed the funeral.
Catherine, I wasn't informed about the time. I wanted to be there.
I understand, John. I know how busy you are. I heard about the shooting you were involved in. When I realized you weren't there today, at first, maybe you'd been hurt. Then the chief told me you were fine. I was worried.
Thanks for your concern, Catherine, but you don't need to worry about me. I should have called or...
Oh no, I know how you guys work. It's your life. I understand.
Knocking seems less intrusive than ringing the doorbell.
Hello, John. Won't you come in? It's nice of you to stop by, John. I'm sorry you missed the funeral.
Catherine, I wasn't informed about the time. I wanted to be there.
I understand, John. I know how busy you are. I heard about the shooting you were involved in. When I realized you weren't there today, at first, maybe you'd been hurt. Then the chief told me you were fine. I was worried.
Thanks for your concern, Catherine, but you don't need to worry about me. I should have called or...
Oh no, I know how you guys work. It's your life. I understand. I was wondering how the investigation was going. Nobody would really tell me very much today. I guess they didn't want to upset me.
Well, there's good news. Bob's name has been cleared of any wrongdoing or involvement with the Washington boy's death. Bob's gun was retrieved and ballistics testing cleared it as the murder weapon. However, new evidence suggests that Bob's death is unrelated to the alley incident. It appears we might have a cop killer on our hands.
Oh, John, that's horrible. Really horrible.
Catherine, I know this is a rough time for you, but I need to ask you to think back to the night of the murder. Can you think of anything out of the ordinary happening that night? Any phone calls? Anything Bob might have said? Did he mention anyone, maybe a name you're unfamiliar with?
Bob and I had an argument. He went out, John. I don't know where he went or if he saw anyone. Thing is, he didn't take our car. I don't think anyone picked him up. I mean, we started arguing and the whole thing just blew up. He was gone before I really had a chance to understand what happened.
Can you tell me what you argued about?
We fought over his drinking. Everything was manageable until he started taking sedatives to calm down from work. The combination made him mean. He'd yell at Valerie and me for no reason. That's how he left when he went out that night. He'd been drinking and taking pills. John, I sent Bob out there to be killed. It's all my fault.
You're wrong, Catherine. It's not your fault. Someone took Bob's life, and I'm going to find that person.
John, I sent Bob out there to be killed.
You're wrong, Catherine. It's not your fault.
John,
you're wrong.
John, I'm going to be gone for a couple of days. I'm taking Valerie to my mother's. I think she and I could both use some rest. I'll call you when we get back.
Have a safe trip, Catherine.
Thank you, John. Thank you for coming by.
I'm here to tell you, the cops are dogging this investigation.
Believing that the discovery of murdered police officer Rene Garcia earlier this week is a vicious plot manufactured to discredit him and his music, rapper Yo Money denies any relationship between the lyrics in his music and the increasing violence against the police. Officer Garcia's murder brings the toll to 2 Los Angeles police officers slain this week. Whether the LAPD is being targeted, or as Yo Money believes a group is out to discredit his music, one thing is clear. The Los Angeles police are not able to protect themselves from this rash of violence. My question is, if the LAPD can't protect themselves, how can they protect us? I'm Christy Bilden, reporting for KKAT.
knocking seems less intrusive than ringing the doorbell.
Hello, John. Won't you come in? It's nice of you to stop by, John.
Catherine.
John. John.
You're wrong.
John, I'll
Have a seat.
Thank you, John.
I'm here to tell you, the cops are dogging this investigation.
Believing that the discovery of murdered police officer Rene Garcia earlier this week is a vicious plot manufactured to discredit him and his music, rapper Yo Money denies any relationship between the lyrics in his music and the increasing violence against the police. Officer Garcia's murder brings the toll to 2 Los Angeles police officers slain this week. Whether the LAPD is being targeted, or as Yo Money believes a group is out to discredit his music, one thing is clear. The Los Angeles police are not able to protect themselves from this rash of
John, I'm going to be gone for a couple of days. I'm taking Valerie to my mother's. I think she and I could both use some rest. I'll call you when we get back.
Have a safe trip, Catherine.
Thank you, John. Thank you for coming by.
Ah, you bitch! What does she know? Yeah, I got a safety right here.
Here's the cold one I promised you, John. Enjoy.
You take a few pretzels. Behave yourself. You're in a public place.
You look really nice tonight, Chester.
Are you saying that because I usually don't look nice, Carrie?
Chester. What kind of name is that?
A last name, Carrie.
Do either of you realize that you both have gender-based last names, and that they're cross-gendered to your own sex? It's a rather pedestrian observation, I realize, but true.
Sam, sometimes it's so obvious you're Mensa.
Chester, how come you became a cop?
Same reason as everyone else. My father was a cop.
Gary, the mayor has requested your presence at a city council meeting first thing tomorrow. I want you out of here tonight before you have too much to drink. I need you alert and articulate tomorrow. And you, Chester, what are you doing here consuming alcoholic beverages in your uniform? I should slap you with a 181 personnel infraction. I won't force you and Carrie to pick yourselves up and go home. Remember, Carrie, tomorrow, City Hall, 9 a.m.
I guess it's time to pack it in, guys. See you later.
Carrie, another body was brought in this morning. Same M.O. This time it isn't an officer. It's a female. Current status, Jane Doe. Was found in Griffith Park. The mayor and the city council want to ask you a few questions. Get up there and remember, do not divulge anything that could harm this case.
Ladies and gentlemen, I see Detective Carey has been kind enough to attend this session. Detective Carey, please step up to the podium. Detective Carey, please step forward.
Detective Carey, please step forward. Detective Carey, please step forward. Detective Carey, please step forward. Detective Carey, please step forward. Detective Carey, please step forward.